Hi, everyone. It's Michael with Intentions. Thanks for joining me today. Today, I wanted to get into a topic of when do you say yes to opportunities? And this really is a challenging skill to develop over time, especially as more opportunities come your way as you're becoming successful, whether you're an entrepreneur, a leadership positions, or business owner, or you work in academia, whatever. This is particularly important for physicians, of which you all know that I am. And opportunities come your way, and you don't know if you should say yes or should say no. Most times, physicians take on a lot of extra roles and responsibilities, but I can see how that happens in other professional fields also. I have found a great article and I wanted to share it with you all. Let's see if I can find it. Yep, here it is. So the article is in Entrepreneur. So again, during this series, I'm trying to apply business principles to my field, but also better understand business anyways. And the article is called Five Questions Every Entrepreneur Should Ask Before Saying Yes to Something New. It was published earlier this week. And I think we should replace entrepreneur for anyone who's an innovator, a systems leader, a thought leader, um, whether you're in academia, the private sector, the public sector, whatever. A simple 5 question filter to help people decide which opportunities to pursue by staying true to their mission, strengths, and vision for sustainable, meaningful growth. So, a lot of this really comes down to you understanding where you want to be in life, right? This is so important to understand. You need to be at a place where you've taken the investment time to understand what exactly you're trying to accomplish um, with your career. Some of the key takeaways here is use a clear filter to evaluate every new opportunity, align decisions with your strengths, values, and long term mission, prioritize freedom, impact, joy, and sustain meaningful growth. So it's a good article here. Um, the authors here said, I needed a filter to evaluate the flood of opportunities that came our way. So I built one, and it helps keep him focused. So there's another article here. The 6 questions I ask before I say yes to anything. But these are the 5. So the first one is what impact does this have on our growth? Growth has to be part of the outcome. It's not just revenue growth. And you can extrapolate to anything, but this should be growth in your career, growth in your ability to maintain a meaningful impact. It has to move the business or your career forward in a meaningful way. It can create doors into a customer segment that wasn't accessible before. So this is other opportunities that weren't accessible before. And the initial entry point might not be your business revenue driver, but it can position you to offer a more impactful solutions down the line. Yeah. So really is, does the impact have high leverage growth opportunities that can generate momentum? The second uh, consideration is, does it align with our unique ability? And this author talks about, you know, does the opportunity uh, align with their business case, right? But what you want to do is you want to say, hey, does this opportunity align with your unique abilities, your skills that you have? Because that will be important to assess. Every founder needs to know what they're really good at. Once you've defined it, you've got to guard it. So a lot of this will come down to taking the opportunity to do a SWOT analysis and understand your strengths and weaknesses. Does it reflect our mission and values? And this is key, is that whatever opportunities you say yes to, it should align with your personal mission, your business values, your personal values. This company that they run is Thunderstruck. Their mission is clear. They connect farmers with innovative products that solve real world solutions. So whatever opportunities they say yes to, it's got to be an innovative uh, uh, intervention that they're saying yes to. They've also taken time to evaluate their values. Yeah. So the minute you start making decisions that don't line up with who you are, why you started, the whole foundation starts to crack. You lose clarity, right? This helps you keep keep the path and the end goal in sight. Does success mean more freedom or less? And this can be a tough one, but the opportunities should work towards gaining you freedom. Is it freedom of time? Is it freedom of finances? Is it freedom of decision making? Whatever the freedom is, it should lead you one step towards that. A lot of entrepreneurs chase growth at all costs only to realize that they've built themselves into a cage, right? You don't want to build yourself a new job that shackles you from spending time with your family and friends. I like this quote here. Years ago, I found myself in that spot. It was pouring time, energy, and resources into a technically successful venture, but it left me with zero flexibility. I was running two businesses at once, and I had no space to breathe. That experience taught me critical truth. If an opportunity doesn't create more freedom, it's not real growth. And the last one, is it going to be fun? Is this going to be something you really enjoy? Most entrepreneurs don't think about fun when they're evaluating a new opportunity. They think about growth, scale, and execution. But if it doesn't energize you or your team, that momentum won't be lost. Fun doesn't mean that it has to be easy. It means that the challenge feels worth it. It means your people are leaning in, not checking out. You can feel the difference when something clicks. The team is engaged, ideas are flowing, there's energy in the room. I mean, you should have passion towards whatever new opportunity you're pursuing. Otherwise, it won't trigger. Um, so those are the I love these 5 questions, I really do. And I think you can extrapolate this to whatever or sector in which you work. For me in healthcare, just gonna stop sharing. For me in healthcare in the hospital, there's been plenty of opportunities that have come my way, whether they're opportunities to pursue in the residency programs or take on other leadership opportunities, whether it's in patient care advocacy or what have you, but it doesn't lead me to my final um, career goal, and it doesn't align with my mission and values, and it doesn't create me the freedom I want, and it doesn't uh, align with my unique skill sets, right? My skill set as a systems thinker who's a hospital medicine provider with medicine and pediatrics training, who focuses on healthcare utilization and reducing costs, right? That's kind of my niche. So everything I want to take on should align with that skill set and my that ability because one, I'll be passionate about pursuing it, and two, it aligns with my personal mission and values, which I think I've shared before. Um, if not, I can leave a comment in the comment section if you don't know what it is, and I'll respond with what my personal mission statement is. Um, so I always come back to this resource that I have a video on this channel, but it's the potential energy planner that I created. But it aligns with a lot that was discussed in this article here. So a lot of it is if you invest in yourself to answer these questions and work through this worksheet, it can unlock your potential energy, but it can also give you clarity into developing your purpose and your vision and your missions, and what are your goals so that you know what you would say yes to before the opportunity even presents itself to you. And that is that is so important to do. So, first you want to start off with your SWOT analysis and understanding your strengths and weaknesses. I also recommend understanding your personality type and understanding how you interact with others, and how others may best interact with you, because that can help your communication and not limit you with your emotional intelligence. And then you want to make sure that you're investing in the all aspects of wealth, whether it's physical, mental, spiritual, family, or vocational. You also want to eliminate the waste in your week. So being honest with yourself and outlining what you do during every hour during a week on average, and then assessing how you want that schedule to be in an ideal world, and understanding what you need to eliminate and what time you need to protect, and whether it's working out, spending time with family, et cetera, et cetera. And then you want to set goals in a smart fashion while you're training yourself to be consistent and disciplined. And once you work on all that, you can work on developing your mission and understand how your goals fit into your vision, which feeds into your purpose to develop a legacy. And you want to make a promise to yourself in the bottom right hand corner, which you might not be able to see. Make a promise to yourself in a contract format. So I think it's important to understand what you would say yes to when opportunities arise, whatever sector you're in, healthcare, um, as physicians, or other advanced practitioners, or if you're in the law field working in a firm, or if you're a business owner, or you work in the financial sector. There will always be opportunities that present themselves, and you need to know what you need to say yes to before the opportunities present yourself, through investment into analyzing your strengths and your weaknesses, and understanding what opportunities will align with your mission and values. That's all I have for you today. This is Michael with Aimed Intentions. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.